Hello and welcome back once again to our YouTube channel Oracle DP Online Training. So in this session, we are going to learn how Oracle Database, Oracle Enterprise Manager, that is 24ai, which is a new product from Oracle, how to perform the installation step by step. This is going to be a comprehensive guide for OEM 24ai installation. In this video, I will be walking you through the installation process, key requirements, the new feature related to the OEM 24ai. Also, we'll see the step-by-step guidelines, how the installation can be done. So before we proceed with this tutorial, I would like to request all the viewers of our channel, please do subscribe if you have not already subscribed to our channel. And if you are looking for any exclusive content related to our videos and trainings, you can take a membership by joining our channel. So once you subscribe with the membership program, you can access all the contents related to the members. On this platform, you're already getting lots of contents. Please do subscribe. And if you're looking for any training, please do visit our website. I have given the link in the description of this video. So our recent batch that we have launched is Oracle Track training. You can enroll for this training. For any recorded courses, you can check our website where you can purchase the recorded course. This recorded course will give the complete end-to-end learning. This is a self-learning program you can purchase and basically learn from this. Also, if you're looking for our documentation related to YouTube channels, you can basically purchase this particular content from our website. So that was the initial information, but let's focus on today's agenda, that is how the installation of OEM 24ai can be done with the help of step-by-step guide. This is going to be an exclusive video, so please do watch this video till the end if you want to learn OEM 24ai. So what are the main agenda of this session? Basically, you are going to learn the introduction, architecture of this OEM 24ai. Also, I'll be explaining how what are the new features that has been added to the OEM 24ai. And along with this, we'll talk about installation requirements. Like if you want to prepare a new OEM 24ai installation, so what will be the installation requirements? How you'll download the software? What the step that you'll follow for a successful installation of OEM 24ai? So with this, I think we can proceed on this. So what is the that we are getting with 24ai? First of all, when we are saying the OEM, so this is like a management tool for managing the large environment, or even though, let's say, if you have environment with hundreds of databases and thousands of servers are running together, so you can perform the monitoring of those servers as well as databases with the help of one centralized monitoring tool, that is the Oracle Enterprise Manager. Now, the key feature for from this particular OEM product is that you can perform the comprehensive monitorings as well as you can do the advanced. You can automate the task and enhance the efficiency. Also, you can do the scalability that supports both small setups and the large enterprises. So it basically helps for both a smaller scale organization as well as a large scale enterprise organization where large number of databases are running. Now, with the help of OEM, we can generate the compliance reports so that it basically gives a robust security features. So overall, this product will help you in many different areas to manage your databases. At larger scale, you can even though manage your servers. And in fact, there are you can install the plugins to have more more functionality enabled for performance monitoring of any product related to the database and servers. So overall, this gives a higher efficiency, reduces the cost, improves the service level with the help of OEM 24ai. Now this is the architecture for OEM 24ai. It is matching with your existing OEM 13.5. If you have not watched my previous video, please go through the that particular video where I have explained the complete end-to-end installation process for OEM 13.5. I'll be sharing the link in the video description. You can go through it. Now, coming back to the architecture understanding of OEM 24ai, you can see here we have at the bottom layer, we have Enterprise Manager Repository. So on top of this, basically you have to do the OEM software installation. Now, if you look at the main component related to the Oracle Enterprise Manager here, so we have OEM agents running on the servers. We have OMS services running. So OMS is nothing but is a piece of software that gets installed as a part of OEM configuration. You can do this software installation either on the same server where your repository database is running, or you can do this as a separate configuration on other servers. Now, if you have a large scale environment, you can do the high availability feature. I mean, you can enable the high availability features with the multi-host configuration as well. So whenever we are doing such kind of configuration, there is a load balancer also get enabled. Now, with the help of this load balancer, you can access the overall infrastructure monitoring with the help of Enterprise Manager Console. This console will be accessible from the web browser. So within a few clicks, you can access all the list of databases that are getting monitored. Also, you can monitor the host. There are various functionalities that you can enable. We'll be talking more on these features of the OEMs, the newly added features within a few seconds. Now here we can see like we have multiple applications, engineering systems, including the Exadata setups. Then we have databases. Everything is getting communicated with the help, this OMS services with the help of load balancer. Now, let's say if you don't want to configure multi-host environment, then definitely you can go with single server as well. That also works there. There's no need for load balancer in between. Now, as a part of Oracle Management Service Configuration or OMS configuration, there's already the WebLogic container as well as zero downtime WebLogic containers get configured. Again, you don't have to do any such configuration individually. It's a part of same software installation that we are going to do with the OEM. In addition to this, we can also install the plugins. Before we talk about plugins, let me go back to the repository database part. So repository database is nothing but a database that stores the monitoring as well as configuration data. It also centralized for easy access. So you can say this is your main database that will store the information related to the monitoring. Along with this, you can also have the plugins that will extend the management capabilities for different technologies, such as, let's say, if you want to monitor the Golden Gate services, you can do the plugins for Golden Gate and do the monitoring for the same. Now, along with this, Enterprise Manager Console is basically a web-based dashboard for monitoring and administration. So you can basically do the monitoring as well as administration related to the databases as well as the servers. Everything can be handled with the help of this console. So overall, the architecture here indicates it is efficient, scalable, as well as uninterrupted IT management purpose. Now let's talk about what are the new features that has been added with 24ai OEM. So the first feature that available here is modernized UI and navigation. So basically, when we complete with the installation, you will see the dashboard for OEM. There you can completely see the information such as the newly added menus and the quick access options. So basically, the design and the layout of this particular product has been redeveloped compared to the previous version like OEM 13.5 and so. Apart from this, this also has improved multi-environment management features. So the federated enterprise manager option that will improve the multi-environment management options. Also, it has an enhanced dashboards that will customize and customize the monitoring options. Now, with the help of 24 AI installation, there's a new concept that has been evolved, that is remote agent for monitoring. So let's say in previous cases, what was happening, like if you want to monitor any particular host or any particular targets, you have to do the first deploy the agent on that particular server, and then you can do the monitoring. But with the help of 24 AI, now there's a new feature that has been added, that is a remote agents, which means you don't have to install the agent on every server. With the help of any remote agent, also you can perform the monitoring of the particular target. Apart from this, there's a zero downtime monitoring. So with the help of this 24 AI, we can perform the continuous insight without any disruption. Also, we have the revamped job system console for better job management and tracking options. So as we progress with the installation, after the completion of installation, maybe in the coming session, I'll be giving more and more information related to the OEM. So you can stay tuned regarding the same. So we'll see how the job management in the new OEM works and other features that has been implemented. So one of the key element that I have found in this 24 AI is the Oracle Key Vault integration. Okay, so all the security encryption keys that you can now handle and manage with the help of 24 AI, which is a very good important feature they have added. Also, the autonomous database discovery that has been simplified. So basically, as we are progressing in the new generation of cloud databases, it is very important step that management of databases, cloud databases especially, can be done with the help of 24 AI. Also, performance hub, ADDM tabs. So there's a dedicated tabs for management of performance and diagnostics operations that has been streamlined with the evolution of this new version of 24 AI OEM. Apart from this, you can also have the new feature called swim lanes in ADM Spotlight. So basically, visual analysis of performance issues can be done with the help of 24 AI. Now, I've given the links here in the description of this particular video. You can go through the complete end-to-end details from the Oracle documentation, the official website links. Now, let's talk about what are the installation requirement. As we are aware, like the installation of OEM can be done in different options. There are deployment sizes are there. So every deployment size supports a particular number of targets, and also the management agent count that it will support. Now, at the time of installation, the minimum the CPU count is 2 core. That is very less number in number of cores, but that is only for that is supported by the I mean, you can say the small scale enterprise databases. If you want to go ahead with a slightly advanced, you will require at least 4 to 12 cores. These are some of the minimum requirement for CPUs that should be there on a particular server where you are doing the OEM configuration. Apart from this, the minimum RAM that is needed for the installation is 10 GB. It varies from 12 GB to 24 GB depending on the advanced installation that you will be selecting. Mostly when I talk about advanced, basically we are talking about the number of deployment sizes that we are talking about and the number of targets that we are looking at. Along with this, the storage capacity that is needed is 28 GB. That is for OMS software itself. When it comes to the repository database, depending on the deployment sizes, this particular what do you call requirement at repository database will increase. Along with this, the JVM heap, which is again part of OMS configuration, that will need at least 1 GB to 8 GB depending on the different categories of installation that you are making. Apart from this, the software requirements. So operating system certified Oracle documentation You can follow the Oracle's official documentation regarding certification. I have given the links here. Apart from this, the database version that is supported is 19.22 plus. So in our case, we are going ahead with 19.26 patch set. The JDK version should be 1.8 and then 431 and further versions. Network requirements, all the ports has to be opened. Proper host name resolution should be there. So these are the installation requirement that has to be fulfilled before you go with the installation. Now, how will you download the software? For downloading the software, you need to first visit the Oracle's official website, which is edelivery.oracle.com. There you can search for OEM 24ai. As of now, it is Linux based operating system. Softwares are available. When you download the software, there are total 5 parts are there. Okay, these 5 parts of files are currently in the zip formats. So you need to select on the eDelivery website, you need to select Oracle Enterprise based platform, which is 24.1 version that has been released so far. Once you select the license agreement and click on download, you should be able to download all these 5 files around 7.8 GB. This is the total size of this zip file. After you download, you can do the checksum to verify if the size of the files are correct. And so after this, you need to first unzip the software. This all these zip file that we have downloaded here, that has to be unzipped. So in order to unzip this, you can use unzip command or, on the server, or even though you can do it without going back to the server. Okay, so with the help of unzip command, you will unzip the file. Once you unzip the file, you will find out there's OEM softwares files will be available. The main executable file is EM24 2400 underscore Linux 64.bin. So this is the main file that we have to use in order to perform the installation. Okay, so I'll share the link here from where you can download this software. So this is the download link for OEM software where 24.1, this is the latest version. Once you click on the link, it will redirect you to the edelivery.oracle website. There you need to log in first with the proper credentials, accept the license and download the files. Once you download the file, you need to send the files to the server. For the complete detailed information regarding the prerequisite part, you need to visit this link. I'll be sending the link in the description of this video. Please go through the description and you can follow the same. If you're stuck at any point, basically our guidance would be more than sufficient in order to do the installation. Now with this, I think now we can proceed to the server. So this is our server where we have already copied the software. These are the zip files. We need to first unzip them. U01 OEM latest software. So these files I'll unzip one by one. These are first file. Then the second file. And the third file. And the fourth file. And the last one. After completion of the unzipping, you will find out that there are total 5 files that got generated. So this is first, second, third, fourth, and this is the fifth file. Now what we can do, we can remove this zip file, which was the original file, which is no longer needed. So I'll just go ahead and run the star command against this. So we are now left with the actual installer file. So these are the installer files. The total 5 files are there. Okay, so with the help of these files, basically we are going to do the installation. But before you go ahead with the installation, there are a few things we have to remember. There has to be sufficient space. So in this case, I have created one of the location U02 which has 65 GB of space, where the OMS software, which is our main file for OEM installation, will be there. I mean, on this particular U02 mount point, the installation will take place. Also, U01 mount point has a database. Sorry. So on this server, I have done the installation of Oracle 19.26 patch set. So as of now, I have not started the database. First, I'll start the database. SQL plus slash SSDB. So the database name I have created OMS repository database. Along with this, I'll also start the listener. So the host name for this particular server is OEM.local domain. So the entry of this particular server is already there in this. Now with this, we can proceed with our next step. For installation of OEM, I logged into the Oracle user in the Mobile X application. We have already unzipped the software. This is the main file that we have to invoke. So one thing you have to remember before going ahead with the installation of OEM software, let's do this quick verification of database details. So this is the name of the database, OMSDB, currently running in the read-write mode, archive log mode, primary database. Along with this, on this server, we already have the redo log files of 1 GB size each. Here, there are few things we have to remember. One of the parameter called allow underscore insert with update. This parameter has to be set true. This is one of the hidden parameters. So we will first verify this parameter. So currently this parameter is set to default value, which is false. So we need to make sure this parameter is set to true. Also, along with this, you have to also check session cache cursor. So based on our previous experience with 13.5, we are ensuring all these parameters are getting set properly. Also, let's verify what is the current SGA and PGA size for the database. So SGA is set to 2.4 and this is again less. So what I'll do, I'll try to resize this SGA. Maybe we can make it around 8 GB. Also, we'll verify what is the processes parameter. So it is currently set to 300. So that also will modify to maybe, let's say 600. Along with this, we'll check what is the PGA value for the database. So PGA is set to 800. I'll set it to 1. Now, apart from this, there are few optimizer related parameters. I'll try to set these parameters. Otherwise, maybe later we have to reset. Now we'll restart the database. So that all the changes will affect. Now, in order to perform the installation of OEM, we require two different directory structure. One is called the main OMS home. So here I'm going to create OMS home location under U02 mount point with the name middleware. And there will be one central agent as a part of installation that will be named as agent. So as an Oracle user, we can create this. But before that, from the root user, I'll give the ownership to the U02 for Oracle user. Now we can switch to the Oracle user and create the directory structure. So both the directory got created. Now we already have done the software unzipping and everything is already completed. So we log in with Oracle user, cd to this particular path, not under this one. We are already on the same path, so no need to do anything. Now we just have to invoke EM24 installer option. So one more important point I think I'm not talked about. So the space requirement for temporary location, I think it's temporary space requirement is around 12, 14 GB is the minimum required for this one installation. So on this particular server, we already have around 16 GB of temp location, temp size. If it is not there, I mean, during the installation, it will ask for the location. So you have to redirect this installer file to another mount point. So the current operating system that I'm using here is Linux 7.8. But this also supports on Red Hat on the latest operating system 9.4 or other versions. Currently, we are on the 7.8 Linux operating system. Now here we'll select advanced installation option that will give more flexibility for installation. Then we have at this point I'll skip the information. So here there is one point where it got failed. I mean, this is just a warning message which says the port range should be 11,000 to 65,000, but we have already set the value to 9,000 to 65,000, which means this point is ignorable. We can move to the next one without any challenge. Then we need to provide the middleware home location, which is under the U02 app Oracle middleware. Copy this. Similarly, we need to select the agent home location, which is under U02 app Oracle agent. Now we need to provide the host name. So I'll give the host name as local domain OEM.local domain. So click on next. So these are the default plugins that will be getting installed. If you want something extra, you can basically select those options as well. So at this point, we need to provide the WebLogic user password. For node manager password. Now we need to provide the database name details. So our database name is OMSDB. Let me double check. PS-E5 grep Pmon. It is OMSDB. Port is 1521. SID is OMSDB. Sys password I'll need to provide here. So here we need to select the deployment size. We have three different options: small, medium, and large. So each of the option that we will select here, it basically supports following number of target counts. So if you go with small, it will support up to 1,000. Then with the medium, it will go up to 1,000 to 10,000. For large, 10,000 and more. So at this point, I'll go with small deployment size. If you want SSL certificate options, you can select this option, provide the proper store details for SSL configuration. Otherwise, this point can be skipped at this point. Unable to find the host, we have entered. Okay. Sorry, so this is OEM dot local domain. I've given the correct incorrect information. So it is asking database host name, so it should be OEM dot local domain. That is our current server. With this, we'll move to the next point. So it says perform installation using sys user or perform with non-sys user. If you want to go with non-sys user, provide the following information. With sys is a default user for repository database for installation. That's it. So I'll stick to the sys user here and move to the next point. Now in the next point, it says shared pool size is not set up to the. So it says the shared pool size for this database instance should be at least how much? This is around. Let me calculate this quickly. If I divide it by 1024, So it should be around 600 MB. That's what it says. But currently, what is the current value for shared pool? Let's double check it. So parameter shared. So currently the shared pool size is around 26. Okay, this is the result size and actual value is 0. So 0 should be automatically manageable and this is a warning message so we can just move ahead. Now it is asking for sysman user password. I'll select when we need to provide sysman user password, which is your login credential for the database, not for database. I mean, this is for OEM and then agent registration password. I'll put that password as well. These are the table spaces that will get created and click on next. So by default, we should always select software library. That is a part of installation. So it should be as it is. These are the port numbers that should be opened in order to perform the, in order to use OEM. So these are the list of port. You can get this information later also. So no need to worry on this. So this is a complete review of the installation of whatever we have enabled so far. The available space is 64 GB on U02 mount points. Currently, it is needed 37 GB, and the rest of the information, whatever option that we have selected. So with this, we can click on install, and the installation will begin. So generally, this installation takes minimum of around 1 to 2 hours. So once it completes, I think then we can then I'll show the recording continuously. So meanwhile, this installation is going on. I would like to request all new viewers or anyone who has not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe. You're already getting lots of contents like this. And if you are interested, please do join our membership program where you'll be getting exclusive contents related to our videos. Also, you can purchase our recorded courses from our website. Links are given in the description. Recently, we started a rack training. You can enroll for the rack training. This is a very detailed rack training, getting a complete end-to-end information related to the rack. This is a syllabus detail. This is just a outline of syllabus, but you'll be getting definitely a detailed training for rack. Now let's monitor this installation. So now we can see that the installation is almost completed, and the final step in the process is to run the root script. So we just have to copy this all root script from here and then go and run it as a root user. I'll go back to the root user and execute this particular file. Now, once the root.sh file got completed, you can see this final message is there. After that, we have to click on OK. And this is the complete information regarding the login. We can copy this information in Notepad. This is just for our reference, because from that URL only we need to log in. With this, now we can close this particular installation page. Now we'll try to access the OEM URL. So this is the OEM URL that we have to access from here. Here I'll put the IP address because this particular host name is not available in my system. So I'll put the IP address instead of this 168.1.33. Now let's log into this URL from the web browser and we'll see the detail of the same. First time when you log in, if this is unsecured connection, so you just have to proceed here. Username. So we need to provide the username sysman. Now you can see the dashboard here, the Oracle 24 Enterprise Manager. This is slightly different compared to the previous one, which we used to see. Here we'll put the password and login. First time we need to accept the license agreement. And out of this, we need to select the one of the home page. So generally, I prefer to go with this particular option, which is generally for enterprise manager administrator. For database, you can go with this option also. So we can see like the installation is successfully completed, and we can see the message here, enterprise manager 24ai. Now we'll try to see the tabs. So previously in 13.5 versions, we used to get the tabs at the top bar here, but now the menus and the other options are moved towards the left side hand. Okay, here we have the home page when we have enterprise, targets, favorites, history, setups. Now let's go back here again one more time just to double check the detail about the enterprise. So we can see that this is Enterprise Manager 24 AI release 1. The version is 24.1.0.0. So that's how we have to do the installation end to end. Now we can explore some of the tabs like targets, enterprise. You can see all the different options available. Java specific monitoring dashboards, cloud specific. Migration related details are also available within this. You can do the favorite option here as history setup. So overall, these are like different options available in 24ai. Even though autonomous health check framework is also there, Oracle support, security, incidents. We can add the new targets, initial setup console. So almost everything is there. In the next upcoming video, I will try to make one more video where I'll cover most of the menus that we have in the OEM 24ai, and we'll talk more on the targets. So with this, we have achieved our goal. That is, first we have initiated this conversation by looking at the Oracle Enterprise Manager 24 AI installation step-by-step guide is completed with this. I hope you have enjoyed this entire session. So before we disconnect from this session, I would like to request all the viewers, please do subscribe. Your subscription makes a lot of help to us. You can take the benefit of membership program where you will be getting the exclusive contents. If you're interested about any documentation, any trainings, as well as recorded courses, please do visit our website. I've given the links. Recently, I started rack training, so you can enroll for rack training. I provide various training. You can visit our training tab for more information on the same. For recorded course, please visit recorded course tab. And this is the ultimate advanced version of course that you can enroll at 5,000 rupees. So with this, I would like to say one more time, thank you and have a wonderful day.